Chicago, Illinois, the location for the Knicks. A former second-round pick back in 2018, Jalen Brunson's flawless fundamentals have made him a foundational piece for this team as they prepare to do battle inside United Center. Knicks, Bulls, tip-off coming right up. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And now, the New York Knicks starters. OG Anunoby is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Bridges in its shooting guard. And for Chicago, Trey Lyles out there with Buzelis. And there's Richaun Holmes. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Simons in at the one spot.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Out to the right wing. Back to Simons. Fires from deep. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Tonight, I'm looking forward to this break. We're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Here's Giddey. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. And Giddey gets it to go.
Look, if Giddey can be a consistent off-ball threat, watch out.
A floater. Here's Brunson. A rebound by Simons.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Giddey and the Bulls another three.
And this is the idea for Giddey. Get enough trays to keep the defense honest.
Brunson with it, and Simons picks him up defensively. It's good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Buzelis with the ball. He's guarded by Anunoby.
The best part of Anunoby's game is quickness and tenacity as a defender.
Aggressive move, but that was great D to prevent the easy bucket.
And it seems like Josh Giddey playing with newfound confidence, coach, since his arrival with the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, one of those trades that seem to benefit both teams. The Bulls have handed Giddey the keys to their offense, and he has not looked back. Well, just doing an excellent job defensively. Using his body to disrupt the shot and then get control of the loose ball.
Bridges, no one around him. Sinks the triple.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable, taking and making his share of threes.
Here's Giddey. Kept alive. Out left to the wing. Here's Buzelis. No good on the triple.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane. This guy is a high flyer, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And Brunson gets it to go.
And in the past few years, Brunson's percentages from the corner has been outstanding, well above league average.
And the Bulls with another miss.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the three of his own.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
So for the Bulls, Daniel Theis is checked in for Richaun Holmes. Kevin Knox comes in for Lyles. And it's Joseph in for Anfernee Simons. So New York going with almost an entire new grouping. Robinson's checked in for Towns. Jeremy Sochan comes in for Josh Hart. Landry. And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
Slick drive by Buzelis. He moves well for a guy that size.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And Joseph gets the whistle that time.
First personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Miles McBride's checked in for New York.
Substitution. Miles McBride.
Here's Sochan. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And that one, good.
Such a unique player. Jeremy Sochan can score anywhere on the floor. Does great things for his team.
Knox misses. New York's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's McBride, and again it's New York.
Miles McBride.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Knox, the pass to Joseph. Here's Knox. Clock at 6. Drills it from outside. Buzelis has got 7 points in the game.
And when it comes to the three-point shooting of Buzelis, we know he has the ability, but we need to see consistency.
Alvarado finds Shamet. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Chicago foul.
We have the break in the action. Let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games. Number 1, the Bulls.
Well, their defense over the last 10 games has been exceptional. They're really getting after it and communicating well on that end of the floor.
Micic, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Here's Buzelis. That 3 off the mark. New York leading by 3. Alvarado with it. Outside Robinson. Pass to Alvarado. 6 to shoot. Back to Shamet. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Knox. Here's Micic. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game to the first.
Chicago 20, New York 23.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Josh Hart. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the 5. Home in the paint. Micic can't hit.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
Yeah, that's good discipline to stay attached and alter the shot.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball. And he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
The vertical of Simons getting all the way up to the rim.
Knicks trail by 3. New York takes timeout. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
So for the Bulls, Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Micic. Outside, Simons. A three-pointer is right on target. Simons has got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
And here's Brunson outside. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And here are the Bulls now. Big time run continues here. 16-0, shutting it down. Back to Simons. Shoots over Anunoby. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
You know what? They've been on a nice run here. Had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
Goodness. Mikal Bridges, thundering slam off the bounce.
And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Towns wide open. No good on the 3. The Bulls leading by 11. Here's Simons. Miles kicks to Simons. Shoots over Brunson. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Simons has got 23 points. New York's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Brunson the pass to Bridges. To the inside. Pretty bucket inside by Brunson.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with him.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
That's what Chicago's going with right now. Buzelis is checked in for Kevin Knox. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Anthony Simons.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Now here's Giddey. 9 points in the game so far. And again, Chicago. No good. Here's Sohan. Lays it up and banks it in.
Down low, Sohan likes to bully you. That's where he can excel.
Now, Stan, there's a lot to like about the versatile game of Jeremy Sohan.
Well, look, Kevin, Jeremy Sohan is a guy that everybody's going to want. Jeremy Sohan can fit in anywhere. He's a great defender. He's got great toughness. He rebounds the ball, and he can pass and handle for a big guy. Who wouldn't want Jeremy Sohan?
Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Buzelis, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And you get the sense that guys are still trying to figure out how to guard Buzelis.
He hits both from the stripe. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. From deep. Joseph with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Buzelis. Sinks the three-pointer. Buzelis has got 12 points in the game.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
McBride on the wing. Here's Sohan. The Knicks rebound. He can't hit that time. Down low. In the corner, it's Buzelis. The three-pointer, no good. And so it's Chicago, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is Bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They kept at it on both ends of the floor. That about right.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One of the stories here, Anfernee Simons getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Richaun Holmes out there with Lyles. Then it's Bruce Ellis. Then it's Anfernee Simons. And it's Giddey in at the two-guard position. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
3-on-3. Here's Buzelis. He's guarded by Anunoby. Lyles no good. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 13.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Holmes can't get it to go in.
Not a great start to this second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Bridges misses. The Bulls leading by 11. Here's Simon. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Yeah, Simon's putting all of his speed to work on that drive.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Team. Chicago calls timeout. Second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Micic, the pass to Dozier. A 3-ball. Karl-Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hart. And Hart throws it down.
And you see how Brunson's fine-tuned his playmaking ability. That pass on time and on point.
Here's Simons. It's rebounded by New York. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Puts it up from 12. Offensive rebound.
Clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to score a much better percentage.
Well, when your big can contribute from the line like Towns, you gotta like your chances.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Tice. And the Bulls with another miss. Knicks trail by 7. 4-on-3 as they bring it up. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Simon.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Bridges. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Micic. Tice trying to break free. Micic's shot is good.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin, the Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back to you, Kev.
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
3-pointer, Simon. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Bridges. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Bridges has got the game tied up here for New York.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And it's Simons missing.
Well, he's certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
And it's out of bounds for the Knicks as New York retains possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Buzelis is checked in for Chicago. Joseph comes in for Anthony Simon. And a new group in for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Towns. Landry Shamet comes in for OG Anunoby. Miles McBride's checked in for Bridges. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. Trey Lyles checked in for the Bulls. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for the Knicks. Shot to stop the run. Alvarado grabs the board. New York leading by 3. Back to Joseph. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with their transition buckets.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
A nice shot by Sohan.
Yeah, the paint is Sohan's go-to area as a scorer. He feels emboldened to attack inside.
Here's Buzelis. Drains the three-pointer. Buzelis has got 15 points.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Chicago ball.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Tuesday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for that matchup with the Thunder, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group. Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Here's Buzelis. Another three for Chicago.
Well, he's already hit more threes since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Shamet, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Bulls lead by 4. And do not go away.
New York.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Your Bulls.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Bridges. Downs is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Brunson in at point.
And Buzelis is in a rhythm now. He's playing to his strengths and taking what is offered from the defense.
And denied at the rim, but they call the foul. Whistle blows, and we'll see him shoot 2 from the line.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter him.
Bulls making a switch here. Simons is checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Anunoby, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. Here's Buzelis. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got 3 assists in the game. On deep, Brunson. New York, no good that time either. The Bulls leading by 7. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
You can't let Anunoby get those corner threes. That's his favorite shot. OG is money from there.
Pass to Brunson. Looking to get it going. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Holmes got 7 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Now Buzelis for the 3. Good D by Anunoby.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
Here's Bridges. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, just look at the numbers for Towns. He's been amongst the league leaders in offensive rebounds a few times.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And now let's swing it over to Allen LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Thank you once again, Allie.
Well, you like to see all of them go down, but that did make it a 2-possession game.
Towns for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Giddey's got 5 rebounds tonight. Simons kicks to Holmes. The 3. And Bernie Simons, and that's good. Simons has got 30 points.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Towns. Giddey the pass to Simons. Jacks up a 3, and Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now tonight, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Oh, a major factor in those 2021 finals. Bridges growing more and more comfortable in the big moment.
Here's Tice. And it's off from 3-point range. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They now take the lead. Anunoby's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for the Knicks.
And the native of England, Anunoby doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Timeout call, the Bulls.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Chicago making a switch here. Miles checked in. Chicago trailing. Simons from outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Simons has got 33 points.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Towns for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. On the wing, Giddey. Makes it off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Bulls lead.
Important points from Giddey. He gets up for these big moments.
Here's Brunson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Chicago.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep, and until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
And it's Towns missing.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
A nice shot by Simons.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Hart.
Really strong rebounding on the interior. He gets the easy putback.
Simons kicks to Lyles. It's up a 3. Connects again from distance. Earns his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
1:06 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Brunson. Brunson wheeling his way in there.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Simons from outside. And the Bulls, another three.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Bulls.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total at 20 wins even.
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last two games they faced them weren't nearly as productive.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anfernee Simons.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
And it's Simons missing.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Stolen by Brunson. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 23 seconds left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Shoots. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And that's an intentional foul.
Karl-Anthony Towns. First personal foul.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
Knicks foul. Karl-Anthony Towns.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Brunson from deep three-point range. Bridges for 3. Laces one from 3.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
Timeout call, the Bulls. And so the big win by Chicago.